Hey everyone, Andrew back again and welcome to another music update, more specifically a vinyl update. So all vinyl within this update and yeah, pretty excited to show you guys what I picked up. I did really well today. Went up to the Gold Coast, which is about an hour trip from where I live, and hit up a JB Hi-Fi to get the rest of the Iron Maiden albums that I was interested, which I did. And I also took a trip to the Carrara markets, which was a little bit further on within the Gold Coast. Great market, it's absolutely huge, and I wasn't aware that there was a vendor there that sold a bunch of records. Basically, the market's sort of set up in a way that there's regular stores there. They're set up like little mini stores, so they're always there. And yeah, this vendor had hundreds upon hundreds of records, and I was kind of mind-blown. I could have spent a lot more money than I did, but I restricted myself, and I came away with some good albums that I got for a pretty decent price. And I am going to run through the prices because I'm kind of wanting to know from some of you guys that have been collecting vinyl for a long time whether I got a good deal or not. But I'll get to that later on in the video. But anyway, before I get on to showcasing the vinyl, I'm wanting to give a couple of quick shout outs. One to George or Vinyl City, great guy here on YouTube, relatively new to the VC, doesn't have many subscribers, and I think he deserves a lot more. We have very similar taste in music, which is awesome, and he's just a really down-to-earth, genuine person. So check him out, and I will be leaving his channel link in the description box. The other channel is an awesome channel, and I definitely recommend it to vinyl enthusiasts, and that's a channel called The Vinyl Guide. Now, I don't actually know the person behind the channel personally, and I'm fairly new to this channel actually, but the channel is awesome. Basically, it revolves around the person running the channel going around a bunch of different record stores all around the world, talking about the store, filming inside, showing what the store's all about, and he often does like interviews with the manager and staff, which is pretty awesome. Really informative. It's pretty cool to see a whole bunch of different record stores around the world, and he goes to a lot of the more sort of smaller obscure record stores as well. So yeah, another great channel. So again, I'll be leaving the link to that channel in the description box below. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's actually get on to the vinyl that I picked up today. So as I said, I went up to the market and had an absolutely awesome time, and the record vendor there I thought had really good prices. He had an amazing selection on hard rock and heavy metal, and I'm not just talking about the more popular stuff. He had a whole bunch of different albums from a whole bunch of different bands. He had stuff from Rat, Scorpions, Led Zeppelin, Van Halen, Iron Maiden, Metallica, Judas Priest, Accept, Saxon. So, and there was a bunch more as well that, yeah, I was completely mind-blown. It's definitely the best second-hand record vendor that I have ever seen anywhere. So, yeah, I could have spent a hell of a lot more time there and certainly a lot more money. They had a bunch of Quiet Riot stuff as well, which I was contemplating on picking up, but I decided to leave it for now because I had a bunch of other records that I wanted to pick up later on in the day. So yeah, money was limited at the store, but the store was amazing. So I am going to run through prices, and I am wanting to have a little bit of feedback from you guys that are more familiar with album prices, just to let me know if you think I got a good deal or not. I pretty much paid what I was willing to pay, and my philosophy now with vinyl is if I can get it for relatively the same price or a little bit more than the CD counterpart, I'll probably just go for the vinyl. So that's what I did in this case. But anyway, enough rambling on. So record number one that I picked up from the market is Bon Jovi 7800 Fahrenheit, and this is the second Bon Jovi album. A lot heavier than his other stuff, but I really like it. And I've decided, since there's only about 4 or 5 Bon Jovi albums that I'm really interested in owning, I'm just going to pick them all up on vinyl. So this is the first one. So Brett, yes, I finally have a Bon Jovi album in the collection. This was $20, which I thought was a pretty good deal, and it's roughly what I'd be paying for a CD counterpart anyway. So yeah, really happy with that. And all the record covers are in pretty good condition, and all the actual vinyl discs themselves were in really good condition. So yeah, really happy with that one. The next one is Bat Outta Hell Meatloaf, the one and only good Meatloaf album in my opinion. And look at this artwork, it's absolutely amazing. I own the CD of this, but I thought this was definitely well worth picking up on vinyl. It's actually one of my favourite albums of all time, and this was only $10, which I thought was a really good deal on that. And the last one is probably the one that I was most excited to see, and that is Saxon, Power and Glory. This is a band that I've just recently gotten into. After being so obsessed with Iron Maiden, I was researching a lot more into the new wave of British heavy metal, and this was one band that kept popping up. And yeah, I absolutely love Saxon. They've put out so many great albums, and I've actually ordered another vinyl box set of some of the Saxon albums. So that is on its way. This was one album that wasn't included in the box set, so I picked it up. And this was only $10, I couldn't believe it. I thought this was a really good deal. I've listened to most of the Saxon albums, and yeah, this is a great album by Saxon. Definitely highly recommend it. And again, in pretty good condition. So yeah, $10. I thought I got an amazing deal on that. So that's that one. So yeah, some of you guys that are more familiar and knowledgeable on vinyl, let me know whether you think I got good deals on those or not. I'm not too worried. They were prices that I were pretty much willing to pay for the albums anyway. Also, I'm wanting to know some advice on Japanese pressings, because the store had quite a few Japanese vinyl pressings, and I was just wondering if there's anything different or special about them over the English versions. So if anyone knows, let me know. Are they worth a bit more? Are they more valuable collector wise? Just what's the deal with them? So yeah, if anyone is familiar with Japanese pressings, let me know. Okay, so that's everything that I picked up from the market. So after the market, I called into JB Hi-Fi before I came home, and picked up the 4 remaining Iron Maiden albums that I needed. So we have the debut album, which is a great album. Number of the Beast, with absolutely phenomenal artwork. Possibly my favourite Maiden album artwork, actually. Absolutely love it. And the album is absolutely fantastic. Power Slave, which is an absolutely incredible album. Anyone out there just getting into Iron Maiden, this is probably the album that I would recommend, or certainly an album that I would recommend checking out very early on if you're new to Iron Maiden. And lastly, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, with pretty awesome artwork. So yeah, that does it for my Iron Maiden vinyl collection. Really happy to finally have all the 80s albums on vinyl, and that now means that I'm pretty much ready to do an Iron Maiden video. I'm wanting to show you guys my Iron Maiden collection, give a rundown on my history with the band, and also give a quick ranking of the 80s albums. So yeah, I'll probably have that video up within the next week or so, so stay on the lookout for that. Also, I picked up an Iron Maiden poster, got that from my local independent music store for $10 the other week, so I have that hanging on the door. Looks pretty awesome. But yeah, that pretty much does it for this update. Really happy with the vinyl that I've picked up. Picked up some fantastic albums in my opinion, and I cannot wait to spin these records. So yeah, that pretty much does it for this video. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video with the shoutouts, make sure you check out Vinyl City and the Vinyl Guide. I'll be leaving both of their channel links in the description box below. Let me know what you think of the vinyl albums that I've shown within this update. Hope you've enjoyed the update, and thank you for watching.